Hey guys, Ray from Love RV and Boat. Just wanted to show you a gadget that I picked up for working on the boat's electrical systems. It's a clamp-on amp meter, which I actually have a couple of those that I use for the RV, measuring solar and battery amperages and things. But this one really shines because it has Bluetooth capabilities. So you can go and clamp it on a wire somewhere and then remotely monitor it via your phone on its app. So that can be really handy in a boat because the wiring can go all over the place. So if you're troubleshooting a circuit, it's really nice to be able to lamp it on one end, and then as you're troubleshooting, you can see what's going on. Also, I wanted to see what was going on with our alternator. I didn't exactly know what kind of alternator we had and how much charging amperage it was putting out. So I was able to clamp it on the amp alternator's output wire, and I could monitor the amperage coming out of the alternator and charging our batteries. It turns out around 65 amps. So I'll demo that in a little bit here. But the one I picked, um, like Fluke makes these, and some of the other top meter makers make these, but they're quite expensive. So I was searching around and I found fairly inexpensive one called BTMETER, the BT7200APP. It also came with a temperature probe, and of course, it's got the regular multimeter functions, voltage and resistance and diode test and cycles, hertz test, that sort of thing. So let me just show you where I got it on Amazon here. So I got it on Amazon Canada, and actually I see it's on right now $29.99, which is a real killer deal for Canadian pricing because look at the Amazon US and it's showing 48 American dollars. So yeah, that's quite a deal. I'm not sure what I paid. I think I paid around 50 or 60 for it. Anyway, let's go give you a look at it. I'll demo it, show it actually measuring my alternator and show you. It also logs. You can have it log on a chart. You can take a sampling rate and then you can see it over time how the current may have fluctuated. Here's how it came. Came with a little carrying case, nothing fancy, just vinyl zippered case and a set of leads. Not too bad actually. That's for doing your voltage and resistance measurements, stuff like that. And then one reason I got this one is also came with a temperature probe, and I've been using this in boating to actually go out and measure the temperature of the water to see if it's something we would like to swim in. Here's the unit itself. It does all the basics, voltage, AC/DC, you get your ohms and diode test, you can measure hertz, cycles per second. There's the temperature, Celsius or Fahrenheit. Also has a non-contact voltage tester, so you can put it near an AC wire to see if it's live. And there's the DC and AC amperage, 60 or 400. Let's turn it on here so you can get a look at it. And then it's also got a light. If you hold in there, that lights up for you. And it's got a little flashlight at that end. So, nothing special. Takes a couple batteries, a couple AAA batteries to run it. But like I say, the main feature that I like is the Bluetooth. So let's give you a demo of that in action. So it works like a regular clamp-on does. Say I wanted to check my solar power coming in here. So it says 1.7 amps. So you can clamp it onto any wire, AC or DC, and see what kind of current is going through it. So I have it clamped on the alternator feed there. Go back up and cover that. There we go. And now I can just look at the app here, and I can see right now the alternator is putting out 42 amps, and also it'll give me a history of that. I'll show you a history record that I made. Go back here, and this was one day when the the batteries were quite discharged, so you could see the alternator was putting out the full 65 amps. So it shows me the data, and then I can go to a chart. It shows me max, minimum, average, and you can get a chart of the amperage. So that's pretty cool for troubleshooting something if you think something's intermittent, and you can see in the chart where maybe it dropped down or it went too high, one or the other. So it's a great tool for troubleshooting circuits. Okay, so just to test it out, I'm going to add some load in the form of the macerator pump in my toilet, which draws about 18 amps, and you'll see it fluctuate. Well, there you go. Kind of a cool gizmo for a pretty cheap price, and might help out troubleshooting something in the future. Until next time, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. Cheers, everyone.